Hey, thank you, Creative Capital, for having me. I'm a singer and a composer and a performance maker, and since about 2005, it's been my artistic vision to create theater out of song performances that was largely inspired by an integration of my background in video design and video installation. And I was really inspired yesterday by the degenerate art ensembles coming out as married. And I also wanted to come out with my true modus operandus as an artist, which is that you cry and I don't. And the reason is karmic payback for a very sensitive childhood where I cried a lot and you, my peers, were total assholes about it. And so I want to show a few work samples that are going to speak to why I walk off stage after every performance feeling very empowered and thinking to myself, who's crying now? Please enjoy them.
I know it cold as it gets. I know a darkness that's darker than cold. A wind that blows as cold as it gets. Blew out the light in my soul. Blew out the light in my soul. And I want to see every leaf on every tree, every leaf on every tree. As he walked through the whirlwind of his home, all the things in the whole world that he did own fell to his feet, calling for change, 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 oh change. But Atlas just shrugged. He's going back on the drugs. There's no doubt that you are mine, babe. No, there's no doubt that you are mine, babe. No, there's no doubt that you are mine, babe. No, there's no doubt that you are mine.
Thank you. I want to spend just one brief minute talking about a project I'm currently working on before telling you about my Creative Capital project. It's an extension of the kind of work you saw there. It's titled Wayfinders, and I'm currently workshopping it on the boards, and I'll be workshopping it at Museum of Contemporary Art Chicago, supported by a MAP Fund grant. And I just really want to thank all the stakeholders here who have supported it. NPN has also supported it. It's a rumination on the question, where are you? And it's a way of me kind of processing a lot of existential alone feelings that all of you have and will experience, the kind that wrap themselves around issues of loss and sickness and aging. Instead of actually being able to process those issues, I'm instead ruminating on the way that we really look to technologies of orientation and navigation to give us security and a sense of where we are and locate ourselves in the multiverse. So it's an exciting piece. It premieres in April, and I hope you'll see it, and it'll make you cry, I hope. My Creative Capital project is titled LGBT Requiem Mass. It's a working title, so please forgive the inaccurate language of LGBT, but the LGBT Requiem Mass will honor LGBT people persecuted in the name of religion. It's intended for both arts and liturgical contexts. And the project will unite artists, religious congregations, arts presenters, and communities seeking ground in the global movement for LGBT safety and equality. And I want this project to really radically challenge the notion of who we think contemporary performing art is for. And I'm hoping that I'm speaking to you, the performing arts presenters out there who may be my future partners on this, to help give voice to LGBT equality in the canon of Christian music. I really want to challenge assumptions about conservative people as much as I want to challenge their agenda. And I'm hoping that this project may inspire you, the presenters, to really take community engagement to a kind of level where you're actually going to change who you're sitting next to and who I'm sitting next to. Because the measure of success for this project won't be me singing Kumbaya at like a Unitarian church or something. I believe in the model of the friendly audience and the unfriendly audience, but I also believe that the unfriendly audience lives next to, works next to, and prays next to the friendly audience. And even in the most non-affirming LGBT church, there are always allies and there are always LGBT people, particularly LGBT children. So I feel a real personal responsibility to make this music and to let it reach the people it must reach. Mass and religious music, it's quite trans-institutional, and that also interests me just artistically. It's at home in liturgical services, it's at home in secular concerts. So accordingly, this work is seeking to partner in every city with a church and a presenter. And in Portland, it's being developed in partnership with PICA, a very ambitious move on your part, thank you, PICA, and the Trinity Episcopal Cathedral. So I was inspired to create this work after being on a phone bank talking to conservative voters in Portland and in Oregon, where I'm from, around the issue of marriage equality. And so many of them didn't agree with marriage equality and thanked me for calling and spoke at length about it. And really, the evidence seemed to me that they really did point to their church for the reason why they had unspoken ideas about gay people, and they liked talking about it. I think I'm kind of out of time. I just want to say that the other reality that I feel like the idea of peaceful repose of LGBT people implies is that as we gain ground and equality, we're also assimilated. And on the other side of that, we're kind of losing a beautiful counterculture. And these are two sides of a really sparkly and pretty multifaceted coin that this piece also seeks to speak to. So I don't just want to talk to conservative people. I want to talk to my most progressive friends. So I'm looking for your support from this project. Thank you so much.